Brian Claypool. Brian, great to have you here. You hear these supporters outside this courthouse, and, it really comes down to two things. How strong is the evidence against this individual? Let's go back, because this is a few months back now, and remind people what the evidence in this case is that he shot and killed Brian Thompson in cold blood.
Yeah, hey, Martha, always great to see you. Yeah,
Yeah.
this case is unprecedented. What do I mean by that? They have on videotape Mangione shooting and killing in cold blood Brian Thompson. He's on the video. They have a shell casing that was found right after the gun was shot that matches the shell casings that were found in Mangione's possession. They have a manifesto that pretty much is an admission. You also have bank records that connect Mangione getting an electric bike, for example, like an hour before the shooting, stalking Thompson across the street and then killing him. So rarely in a murder case, Martha, do you have this mountain of evidence, but most important, that videotape of him killing Thompson. How does a defendant get around that?
Yeah. His defense attorney said this. Let's watch this. She doesn't, she's building up the case that he can't get a fair trial. He had this enormous perp walk, and Adams was there. Watch this. She's a very well-known defense attorney.
I'm very concerned about my client's right to a fair trial in this case. He's being prejudiced by some statements that are being made by government officials. He was on display for everyone to see in the biggest staged perp walk I've ever seen in my career. It was absolutely unnecessary.
Your thoughts on that, Brian? And if someone can get themselves on this jury who is determined to hang this jury by, being one of his supporters.
Yeah, look, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? I mean, there's been a lot of publicity in favor of Mangione. We just saw it. The reporter, everybody outside, some calling him a humanitarian, a poster somewhere close to the courthouse of Mangione. That benefits him. So that nullifies her argument that, oh, wait a minute, Eric Adams showed up at a hearing. He's portrayed in a bad way. That's nullified. But look, the danger for prosecutors in this case is what's called juror nullification. What's that? That's when a jury decides a case based on their ideology, based on their personal experiences and beliefs, as opposed to the evidence. And that's going to be the challenge in this case. Jury selection, Martha, will be monumental in this case, probably more important than the trial itself.
Yeah.
If I'm the prosecutor, I'm asking for what's called individual voir dire, where you could talk to each juror individually.
Yeah, that's going to be really important in this case. And we all remember elements of what you just discussed in the OJ case.